Hello Russia, hello. My name is Dick and you are thinking now, I think, what a crazy guy. He's barbecuing in January. But if you want to be successful with your concept, you have to work always very in front. So that's why I'm starting in January and we are now making recipes for our grill season. Before I started with the presentation afterwards, I want to tell you a little story who I am. My name is Dick van Eeuwijk. I'm 57 years old. I'm born and raised up in the catering business. My parents had two very small restaurants and I started by myself to work at my age of 15. And now, if you counting the years, I'm almost 35 years involved now in the catering business before I started my own company, Culinaire Rediment, in 2009. The perfect concept is consistency, first of all. When you know your strategy, setting the priorities, you better understand which elements of your existing concept should be refined and improved. Everything that the customer sees, overall store design, friendly staff, professional cooks doing the job, like me today with my green egg, it's bringing your store concept alive. We are working together with Jos de Vries to create outstanding experience for your customers. Now I'm going to tell you how I'm going to set up a concept. But when I set up the concept, I'm not looking to the design because I'm a former executive chef. I'm only looking to the product and the way of working. So in my opinion, we have four things to do. There's first of all, we have to talk about and think about the product. Then we have work systematic and logistics. Then we have our staff, the employees, and then we have the look and feel. The look and feel, that's what Jos de Vries is doing. I can say it's nice or it is not nice, but he is doing the look and feel. Now, if you are going to look to the product, then we need to know when we start up the concept, what do we sell? And what I mean is, what do we sell? If you look at the restaurant chain, is it a grill restaurant, is it a pizzeria, or is it an Italian lookalike restaurant? But now we are talking about retail. So how are we going to cook inside the store? That's what you need to do. Then what we need to do is, how do we sell it? So is it buffet? Or is everything served on a plate? Or is everything bringing in boxes and disposables? That's what you need to know. Then, do we have recipes? When they are there, we don't have to do anything. But if there are recipes necessary, like today I'm doing on the green egg, we have to find out the cooking time of the chicken. We have to find out which herbs are on it, which vegetables are in relation with the chicken. So that's really what we need to know. And then at the end, you have your way of presentation. In a restaurant, it's the type of plate, it's the way how the servers are bringing it to the table maybe, but in the retail, it's a matter of how we are going to do it. So that's what you need to know about the product. That's the first starting point. If you know what product you are going to sell and how you are going to make your presentation, you can go one step deeper. That means work systematic and logistic. Because in the kitchen, everything should be well organized to let your employees walk as less as possible and always with her face related to the customer. That's in retail very important. So if you look at that and we have our product and we know which type of products we are going to sell and how, you know which equipment is necessary. Is it the green egg? Is it a regular barbecue? Or is it maybe a flat grill? Or is it a walking station? Or are we going to sell sushi? So if you know what product and how you're going to sell it, you know your equipment. If we know the equipment and the equipment has a certain measurement, then you know how big your kitchen should be. Because the grill is 60 or 80 or 120, then you know which size you should bring in to the drawing. So if I have my list of equipment based on the products that we are going to sell, I can make a first rough drawing. And the first rough drawing, I will give that to Jos de Vries, because he has to implement it in the design he wants to do. So now I have my product, I have my equipment, I have the measurements of my kitchen, I can implement it on the drawing of Jos de Vries, and then I can make my equipment list. Because the first thing the builder or the constructor is going to ask to me, how what is the amount of power you need for your kitchen? That's the first thing they are going to sell. And then still we have a year of development, but that is what they're going to ask. So that is step 2. So now if we did do step 1 is product, step 2 work systematic and logistic, we can go over to the part 3. That means our staff, our employees. What do we need? What is necessary? Should they be trained, or should they be at school to be an executive chef, whatever. So we are going to start up with the staff planning. And the staff planning is based on each different concept. For each different concept you need other employees, that's for sure. So you can think about how the staff should act in the pizzeria, or he should act in the bread and salad corner. So we are going over to the staff planning. When is the store open? When it's going to be closed? How many items do we think that we are going to sell? And at the end you can make your first staff planning in employees based on from 6 o'clock till 2 o'clock, from 10 o'clock till 2, whatever. And then at the end you get the amount of staff. And then we are going into detail. That means how many executive chefs do we need? How many trained staff people do we need? And if we all knew that, then we can go and find the right staff. Then we are going to work on a workout program. That means when we have our product, then at the end you know the recipes. Then we are going to train them based on the recipes we have. The best way to train your staff is to make a real good workout program, and when possible do it in the shop that you build new. So try to find a way to be finished with the kitchens in the shop 14 days before you are going to open your shop. Then you can train your staff in the store on the spot where they have to work after 14 days. So they are really feeling comfortable. You can train them with their own equipment like the green egg today. So train them on the job. That's what I mean. Built and based on the recipes we have. At the end, when we train them, when we know how early they should start or how late they should work, and we have done all that, we can go back one more time and see what the hourly wage could be in your department. So do we need 2 executive chefs or 1 executive chef? Do we need only trained people who have no practical experience at all? At the end, you will have a good out work program with the right employees to start up your concept or your new store. Look and feel, the third part. Look and feel is something that I'm not going to do. That's something what my colleagues from Jos de Vries will do. They will put a painting, say more or less like that, around my square meters and my kitchen drawing. So my kitchen drawing is fixed because the logistic way should be okay. Not too many walking, very close to everything that you need. And based on that drawing, they will make a very nice design of it. And yes, of course, I can say I like it, I don't like it, but it's not up to me. It's something that is up to Jos de Vries, but there is always a relationship between the two of us because we both should like it. That's the look and feel. Look and feel is going also further. It's printing material, what's on the walls, etc., etc. But again, that's something what Jos de Vries is doing. At the end, when we have look and feel, when we have our staff done, when we have our work systematics and logistics done, and we need what we are going to sell and how, we can make a back of house support manual. And now, what is a back of house support manual? That's everything what we have discussed before. It's in that manual. So we have our recipes in it. The way of the preparation of the recipe is in it. With pictures, with a guideline of the steps, how you should do it. There is a planning for the staff. When are they going to open? What should you do when your shift is running? So when you start up at 6 o'clock from 2 o'clock, what are you going to do at 6 o'clock? What should you do at 7? What at 8? What at 9? So a real small description of that. It's in that booklet. The drawing is in that booklet from the outlet. The recipes are in it, the calculations are in it. So actually when you have that booklet, you can start your own department or store.